Hello everybody, this is Fatal, and today I have yet another Drop Zone gameplay on the map Interchange, and I'm running, once again, my favorite gun in the game, the Gold MSR. And by the way, I start off with the Barrett there, but then I end up changing my class. It's really weird, because I just got the Barrett Gold, but I've been trying to use the Barrett and the L118A to get them Gold for a while now. And it seems like whenever I use them, I get like the 20 or 30 kills. And, once out of every 5 or 6 games, I'll put on the MSR. And every single time, I'll do really good with it, It just proves that, to me, when I use the MSR, I play so much better than when I use a regular, when I use a Barrett 50 cal or an L118A. And I don't know why. It's probably just because the MSR feels the easiest to me. As I've told you guys before, I like it so much because it has the fastest scope in, has the fastest reload, has the fastest pulling back of the bolt. It's overall, and plus when you run with it on speed, it's just such a dominant sniper rifle in my opinion. And even though I do love the Barrett, I do love the L118A, I think they're great sniper rifles, very fun to use, they don't stand a chance against the MSR. And whenever I use this gun, I always do good. So I'm sorry that's another MSR gameplay. I don't know if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a new series where it's Drop Zone Gold MSR, because I would love to do a series like that because this is my favorite game type with my favorite gun, and so it's very enjoyable for me. In this game I do end up getting 55 kills, I believe. One thing, if I did start a series like this, is you'd see a lot of deaths. Whenever I snipe, I do get lots of deaths and lots of kills, and the reason why I get lots of kills is because I want to attack, and so I'm constantly closer to the enemy, but if you're closer to them, that also means you're going to get lots of deaths. And because I'm sniping, I'm not using an assault rifle, of course I'm going to get more deaths, but because my attack's closer to them, I'm going to get more kills generally. But that's pretty much enough for the gameplay. One thing I want to mention was I'm running Blind Eye, and if you guys are ever playing Drop Zone, or if you're trying it for the first time, please run Blind Eye. It doesn't make that big of a difference, it's just not having sleight of hand. Of course, in a ground war game or in a free-for-all, I always run sleight of hand, but in Drop Zone, it's pretty much necessary to run Blind Eye because, there's so many care packages at all times, and, there's always some stupid attack helicopter up or some Pavlo, and really bugs the crap out of me, when you're getting killed, like, 10-15 times just because of kill streaks that people got from care packages, and one perk can counteract all of those deaths. So anyways, that's pretty much all I want to say about the gameplay. In the time remaining of this commentary, I'm going to be talking about 5 random favorite things of mine, and I know it's kind of random, but I just thought to talk about it. So I'm going to be saying my favorite sport, which a lot of you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, probably already know. I'm going to say my favorite sports teams. I'm going to say my favorite YouTube channel. I'm going to say my favorite school subject. And what was the last one? I'll try to remember it as I go, but for some reason I can't remember the 5th favorite thing I was going to talk about. So anyways, let's get into it. My favorite sport is obviously soccer. I'm a huge soccer fan. I've played soccer my whole life. I play at a really high level right now, and my friends, the people I hang out with, the players on my soccer team generally aren't my good friends, aren't my better friends, but they're really good players, so I play with them obviously, but they're not generally the people I like to hang out with. The people I hang out with play, select soccer. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like there's 3 kind of levels of soccer. There's recreational, which is really bad. Those players are horrible. They just pretty much do it for fun. There's select soccer for the people who are still just doing it for fun, but they want a little bit more competition, and maybe they're just doing it because their friends are doing it. And then competitive is where it's not about the socialness at all. You play with people you hate. It's just all about the level of soccer, And competitive is at the level I play at. And so, I've just played at that for so much that it's just so fun, but obviously since it's such a high level, that also brings lots of stress, And while I'm like going to going to a game, it's obviously a lot of stress because we play really really hard teams. Like if any of you guys know any of the MLS teams, like LA Galaxy, I play for an academy, and we've played the LA Galaxy youth, like we play those academies. We played the LA Galaxy Academy, we've played the Real Salt Lake Academy, we've played a lot of the MLS academies, like all their youth academies for those actual clubs. And it's really hard. So, while I'm on the way there, it's stressful because, the teams are so good. But when I'm playing, it's just so fun for me, and especially when I'm doing good. So, obviously, my favorite sport, I've played it throughout my life. My favorite sports teams. So, I'm going to be saying my favorite soccer team, my favorite baseball team, my favorite football team, and my favorite basketball team, and why. My favorite soccer team is obviously Chelsea Football Club. I don't know if some of you guys may have known that from following me on Twitter, but I don't know. They do play Barcelona this Wednesday, and I'm predicting Barca's gonna win, but there's always a slim chance that Chelsea can get lucky or there's a bad referee or something. So I can't wait to watch that. My favorite basketball team is the Boston Celtics. Ever since around 2008, 2009, I've liked them. I should like the Sacramento Kings because I'm closest to them, and they used to be my favorite team, but they absolutely suck ass now, and they're a very bad basketball team. I know you shouldn't do that. You should always stay true to your team, and I probably would have done that, but I can't remember. I think it was like 2008 or 2009 when the Celtics and the Lakers won the championship, and I was watching it, and I hate the Lakers, so I was rooting for the Celtics, and just over all those games, the period of all those games when they played each other, I just kind of started to really like the Celtics. Rajon Rondo, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. During that time, I think Big Baby Glenn Davis was on their team. It was a really fun series to watch, and unfortunately the Lakers won, but I just kind of liked the Celtics from there. My favorite baseball team is the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels. Not really a big reason why. Once again, and I think it was the World Series. I can't remember when it was. It was when I was in 8th grade. Not the championship. And I'm sorry, I don't know too much about baseball, but I think it was like the semifinals or something. And once again, if I'm using incorrect terms, feel free to correct me in the comments. I don't care. But they lost to the Yankees, but they were kind of close to beating them. And my mom grew up in Southern California, so she's always liked the Angels, and she's always told me that since she was young. So I've always liked them, and I should like the Giants because once again I live closer to them, but I don't. And for football team, I like the 49ers the best. That's simply because I live closest to them. I have no other reason to like any other football team because I don't watch football that much. The only times I do watch football is when it's the Niners. So that's my favorite football team. So second fact. My favorite YouTube channel right now is FaZe Clan. I'm really into all their mini-tages, or, montages they put up every single day. If you guys haven't seen FaZe, then check them out. They put up really nice edited montages like every single day on their channel, and it is so tight. It's showing like, quad feeds, trick shots, triple collats, quad collats, just really, really cool stuff that you'd find in any montage. So my favorite school subject is, the one I'm strongest at is English for some reason. I don't know. When I understand math, I think it's the most fun, but unfortunately it's been really hard to understand it this year. I'm taking Algebra 2. And so I've really hated math throughout this whole year. But when I understand it, I actually don't think it's that bad. It's just my teacher gives me lots of work, and it's really repetitive. When I understand something, it's pretty fun. But when there's like 30 problems of it, and he doesn't give us that much, but like 20 problems, it's really hard to focus and do all of it. Even though when I understand it, it's pretty fun. So the last favorite thing, I actually realized it when I was talking about all this other stuff, is actually my favorite computer. And it's not necessarily a computer I have, but it's kind of like my dream computer. And that is, I've always wanted a 17-inch MacBook Pro with the best specs possible. So you can go on Apple's website, you choose the best processor, the best RAM. I've done this before, but I haven't, actually remembered what they were, but you choose the highest RAM, the highest processor on a 17-inch MacBook Pro, and I know it costs like $3,000, but that would be sweet. I know a lot of you say just buy a PC, but I personally like the Mac operating system the best, and when you combine it with really, really good specs, I think it is amazing, especially on a MacBook Pro. That it looks great. So anyways, guys, this gameplay is over. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like the video by leaving a comment down below, and well, like the video by clicking the like button down below. Leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to me, which if you're watching this video, you probably already have subscribed to me, and also subscribe to the Create Alliance YouTube channel. Those links will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in my next gameplay.